What's the difference between doTERRA and Melaleuca Wellness Company? Well, I'm going to cover that in today's video, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Hey, this is Lance McGowan with Essential Oils Me, and when it comes to doTERRA or Melaleuca, the company, there's some things to consider with regards to both when it comes to service, quality, and price, and I'm going to do an overview of that in the next section.
Hey, this is Lance McGowan with Essential Oils Me, and today we're going to talk about doTERRA versus Melaleuca Company or Melaleuca Wellness Company. And we're just going to look at some key factors to consider when looking at both of them. And I pulled these sources from doTERRA.com, source2u.com, and Melaleuca.com. So Melaleuca is not just an oil, it's known as teacher oil, but it is also a company as well. Okay, so here we go. The first thing to look at is service. So free education and personalized support. And when I look at that for doTERRA, yes, there's lots of free education. There's information on their actual website. I obviously provide a lot of information too, which is where that personalized support comes in. So I gave that a full check mark. When it comes to Melaleuca Wellness Company, I gave it a half check mark because yes, there is free education on their website. But with regards to personalized support, you still have to find somebody. And so that's kind of halfway done for you in that regard. Quality is the next most important thing to look at, and are they third-party tested for purity and safety? And so when you look at doTERRA, yes, they are CPTG certified pure therapeutic grade. There's a number of tests that they run through that you can verify and actually see on their website. And then Melaleuca company here, they do also list the tests that they do. Okay, so just listing them does not mean or guarantee that they do them, but it does show that they are third-party testing to make sure that they have that aspect covered. Next is quality again, because quality is very important, because the higher the quality, the more consistent results you'll get. So are the essential oils approved for internal use? So doTERRA has, I would say most of their essential oils are approved for internal use, and you can tell if they are because they have the supplement facts on the actual bottle label. And then that is also something to keep in mind. If they don't, then it'll have like a childproof cap or it won't have the supplement facts on there. And then I obviously provide education on kind of which oils are approved for internal or not. Melaleuca Wellness Company, when I looked at a number of different oils that they had that were normally approved for internal use by doTERRA, Melaleuca Company did not have those. I looked at lemon, cinnamon, bergamot, and so they were not listed as approved for internal use, and they just actually said aromatic basically or topical use only. So that is why that did not get a full check mark on there. Quality, verifiable batch number on the bottle. And so doTERRA does have that. You can actually go, look on the bottom of the bottle. There's some white letters and numbers there, or just numbers. And actually, letters and numbers. Yeah, it just kind of depends. You type that into the source2u.com website under GCMS testing. There's like a little drop down menu, and you can verify and get a report of the actual batch, not just the oil. And so you can kind of verify that quality. Because it's one thing to say, hey, we test and here's the test, but it's another thing to be like, hey, what's the report on it? Now, it does list chemical constituent profiles, so it does take a little bit of a trained eye, but at the same time, that information is there and available and is transparent. Melaleuca Wellness Company does not offer that based on what I saw on their website, and so that is why they did not get a full check there. Price, retail and wholesale options available. This is important to make sure that you have options, right? If you just want to get the oils and not save any money, retail is what doTERRA calls it, and you can do that. Wholesale, there's a couple options. Wholesale customer, if you just want to get the oils at a discount and save money, you can do that. Just kind of like Costco, and but just online and with doTERRA and a person that you work with. And then the other wholesale option with doTERRA is as a wellness advocate. So if you want to earn part-time or full-time income, that options are there. So that's why they got that check mark. With Melaleuca Wellness Company, it was not a full check mark because they kind of call it something different. I know it's customer and then business builder, and then there's different discounts that you can get based on what time that you purchase, time in the month frame. And so I'm gonna kind of talk about that a little bit. That kind of ties into the next point a little bit better. And so it's a half a check mark because it's still not 100% clear on the website, and I think some more kind of education on what you can actually do and become, and you have to actually know the kind of like enroller information in order to kind of get more details. Like with doTERRA, like if you wanted to learn more about retail or wholesale customer, like as long as you go to their website, you can actually act like you're going to become a member, and then they'll give you that information, and you don't have to have an enroller number. So Melaleuca Wellness Company, there's like more of a gatekeeper in that regard. So you still have to kind of, that's why that's a half a check mark. All right, the next one is price, and it kind of relates to that, and it's the loyalty rewards program. So, is there something available with doTERRA? Yeah, you can save 25 to 55% off your oils over time. You can get your shipping reimbursed. You can get, a lot of other. You can get free product of the month depending on what you buy each month. 125 point value will kind of honor that. Now, when I looked at the similar kind of program with Melaleuca Wellness Company on their website, looks like you get up to 15% with purchases and watching videos. And so and it also depends on what part of the month that you actually do that with. And so based on when you order will determine what percent back you get. So you get more of a discount up front, kind of, but not as much of a discount compared to doTERRA. So that's why that got a half a check mark. And if there is other information, I couldn't find it on their website. So kind of like ease of use of the website, and a way to find this information a little bit easier is kind of what determines these check marks as well. So if you add them up for doTERRA, I gave it 6, and then when you add it up for Melaleuca Wellness Company, you got 1 to 2.5. And so that's what I would give it, based on these criteria to consider. And after looking at these, the number one thing to keep in mind is service, number two is quality, and number three is price. A lot of times people may inverse that and put price as the number one thing when really, I don't believe it should be, because you want to know that you're getting something that a high quality product from somebody that you know, like, and trust. And a part of that is understanding benefits and uses of that, so you can improve your quality of life and go from where you are today to where you want to be. And so for me, that's why I prioritize service above everything else.
So a lot of the overview is based off of what's publicly available on their website. And, that is kind of the first starting point for somebody that is learning. And so a lot of their perception is going to be reality to the one that's perceiving it. And so if they don't have access to other information, that could affect their decision. And for me, it's so important to kind of be that bridge, and why I believe somebody should not just rely on the website, whether it's doTERRA or melaleuca.com, to make a decision, but use it certainly as a good starting point and as a way to try to understand the similarities and differences between the companies, before they make a decision. And there's people I know that are with Melaleuca that use doTERRA, and there's people that have tried doTERRA and also Melaleuca. So I mean, it's really kind of like saying, do you have a Costco and a Sam's Club membership? And some people would say yes. Most people probably not. They have one or the other. But it's all about just finding value and what value chain that you want to focus on. So for me, most important is service. I believe that should be the most important thing for others as well, because we are relational beings, we are social beings, and so being able to build a relationship with somebody that can help you get from where you are today to where you want to be, and help you improve your quality of life, and hopefully save you some money along the way, it will be beneficial. Quality would be number two for me, because I want to make sure I'm getting consistent results, and number three would be price, although price is very important. And it's based off a lot of what your values are and your belief system. I believe for me that's number three on that priority list, just because if I value something tremendously, then it really doesn't matter what price it is, because I'm exchanging my dollars for the value. And so hopefully that is kind of a good overview of, maybe how to figure out what your priorities could be, should be, or maybe won't be. You maybe just be like, no, price is most important to me, or no, quality is more important, or something else that Lance didn't mention is more important. All right, well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the subscribe button below so you can continue to get more video updates, or click one of the links in the description to continue to get your learn on as well.